Yeah, everything was actually going pretty well in the pregnancy up until probably the 20th week. She was still working and, lots of morning sickness, but was doing fine. And then on the 24th week, viability, it was actually the day we turned 24 weeks, Amy went to the restroom and she came out and she said, we need to go to the hospital. And so we went to the hospital, and then she was put on hospital bed rest, pretty much flat on her back, except to use the restroom and 1 shower a day.
Jackson and Layton were delivered at 28 weeks and 6 days, so just a little over 11 weeks early. So Jackson was delivered first. He was 2 pounds, 6 ounces. And then 2 minutes later, Layton was delivered at 2 pounds, 8 ounces. Both were screaming and crying, and they had lungs that were working, so they were doing great. As good as could be expected. They immediately went on CPAP, and we got to see them in there. They weren't rushed off real fast. They were tiny, but doing really well. So we thought we were on our way to just let them grow and bring them home.
They went ahead and gave steroids early on to help the baby's lungs, which I think helped.
And right when I was getting my epidural, they also did the magnesium for neurodevelopment. We were in the NICU for almost 3 weeks when Layton got sick.
When we walked in, it was actually the medical director of the NICU was there. And I distinctly remember him telling us, just looking us straight in the face, and he said, it's going to be a long day.
And he never left. He stood at the end of her bed, with his arms crossed, just like watching her and making commands all day long.
They did brain scans, they did blood transfusions. They didn't really know what was going on. They just knew she obviously had some kind of an infection.
Everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
She literally changed by the hour. Our question to him was, if she was your daughter, what would you do? And he showed us her brain scan, and the entire thing was black. You couldn't see a brain.
Yeah, I think we knew what we needed to do. And so we just wanted to hold her and comfort her and be there for her. We held her for a short period of time before she was gone. And then, we had to put on a brave face, prepare to bury a child, and then pray for the other child that he didn't get sick. So Jackson was in the NICU for 74 days, and then we finally were able to bring him home 1 week shy of her due date when he was supposed to be born.
Jackson is the most sensitive, lovable. He's a whopping 31 pounds at almost 6 years old, but he's perfectly healthy. Jackson was a twin, and we just felt so strongly that, he needed a sibling. We went to the doctor, and he said, you're done with IVF. But if you're open to it, egg donation might be something you could, think about doing. So we found a donor, and we have Olivia, our rainbow baby, and she's perfect in every way.
Just about as big as her brother.
We were so lucky that Olivia was able to make it all the way to 37 weeks, and she didn't have to have a NICU stay. So we're so thankful for the March of Dimes, because it's because of them that, that's possible for babies like Olivia.
Yeah, I think we got to experience two different births and 2 different deliveries, but the March of Dimes was instrumental in both of them. One for the long NICU stay with Jackson and Layton, and then one for completely healthy and uneventful pregnancy and delivery with Olivia. Yeah, I think if we were talking to a corporation, and if they were on the fence about supporting March of Dimes, and specifically this March for Babies, we would say, just do it. You undoubtedly have employees that have been affected by premature birth, either directly or indirectly, and what an awesome way to give back. So we wanted Layton to have a lasting legacy, and so we started Layton's Gift, It's our foundation to honor Layton and to remember her, but also to give peace to other families that are in the NICU and can't physically be there. They have access to the webcams that are mounted to the beds there in the NICU, and so any web-enabled phone, tablet, computer, parents give out the logins. We are thrilled and honored to be the family this year to represent the March of Dimes March for Babies. Please join us in supporting the March for Babies and give every baby a fighting chance.